find the gear ratio, we are going to divide A divided by B and then reduce to lowest terms. So 24 to 3. When we divide 24 over 3, we do get 8, but we need to write this as a ratio, so we're going to write it as 8 over 1. Or in the format that they have it, it's 8 to 1. So 8 and 1 would be what you would put in your answer blank. For part B, we have 28 to 3, and 28 divided by 3 does not reduce in any way, so 28 and 3 are the two numbers you put in your answer blank. For part C, we do not know the numerator, so we're going to set up a proportion so we can solve it. X, or we could call that A to 5 is the same as 2 to 1. A to 5 or A to B is equal to 2 to 1. So then we just cross multiply to give us 1A equals 2 times 5 is 10. So A equals 10. So 10 is what we would put in our answer blank. Part D, we have 18 to B. We don't know. Our unknown is here. Equals 4.5 to 1. And I'm going to go ahead and change that 4.5 to 4.5 to 1. If it was a fraction such as 1/3, instead of using a decimal, I would have used an improper fraction. But in this case, 1/2 was easily converted to a decimal. So now I'm going to cross multiply. 4.5b is equal to 18 times 1 is 18. Then I divide both sides by 4.5 to give me b equals, in my calculator, 18 divided 4.5 is 4. So 4 is the number that we would put in our answer blank. On part E, it's very similar. We have 15 to an unknown b is equal to 1 to 3. So we're going to cross multiply to get 1b equals 15 times 3, which is 45, and therefore 45 is the answer that we put in the answer blank, because b equals 45. Letter F, we don't know the A. A to 18 is equal to 1 to 3. Therefore, we're going to cross multiply. 3a equals 18. Divide both sides by 3 and you get a equals 18 over 3, which is 6. 6 to 18 is the same thing as 1 to 3. On letter G, we're going to do the same thing. We have A, which is unknown. A, let's try this. We have A to 30 equals 3 to 5. A to 30 equals 3 divided by 5. Now we cross multiply, get 5a equals 30 times 3, which is 90. To solve this equation, we divide both sides by 5, give us a equals 90 divided by 5, which is 18. So 18 is the number that we put in our answer blank. On part H, we have 52 to an unknown b is equal to 4 to 5. Cross multiply, we get 4b equals 52 times 5. My calculator says is 260. Then I need to divide both sides by 4 so that I can get b equal to 260 divided by 4 is 65. 52 to 65 is the same as 4 to 5. On letter I, we have 35 to 14 is equal to, and then in this case they have two unknowns, so basically we just need to reduce the fraction. If it reduces, 35 is the same thing as 5 times 7. So before we wrote numbers as their prime factorizations. This is one way of reducing fractions. So 35 is the same thing as 5 times 7, and 14 is the same thing as 2 times 7. So we can see there that they both have a 7. You could think of those 7s as canceling out and leaving us with 5 over 2, or 5 to 2. Here's a colon in between there. And that's our ratio. On the last part, letter J, 15 to 25 is the same as, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to reduce the fraction. 15 is 3 times 5, and 25 is 5 times 5. That's the prime factorizations of both of those numbers. Notice they both have a 5 that cancels, or you could think of it as dividing out top and bottom by 5, leaving us with 3 over 5, or 3 to 5 ratio.